Na po kami sa bahay ni Kuya Alex. Nasa Caloocan pa po kami kasi yung malolos na amin ay baka November pa kami maka-uwi. Marami pa kaming check up. Hi, Daddy!
Hi!
Daddy!
Forgot my key.
Ay, bakit nakalimutan? So, meron pa po kaming check-up ni Alex. Marami pang check-up. Marami pang laboratories. Meron pa kaming physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. Pero so far,
So good.
so far na.
Sabi nga nila good shop.
So far na. Oo.
Far.
So, yan po si Alex. Nakakatheter pa po siya. So, hopefully, this weekend, matanggal yung catheter niya. Tatanggalin namin. Tapos, ipapabalik namin sa doctor to an appointment. So, yung brain injury po ni Alex is very traumatic and meron siyang possible cognitive decline. Pero so far, nakikita namin na he's able to distinguish the alphabet. Nandun po yung alphabet namin sa wall. Ayun. Yan. Medyo maliit nga eh. Dapat pala malaki. So, yan. There are days na pag kinakanta namin, when we sing the alphabet, nare-recognize niya. Yan. Sa umaga po, kanina exercise, morning exercise sa kamay, tsaka sa binti niya to regain his strength while we wait for the formal physical therapy. Pero, so far, maraming miracle si Alex eh. He could sit on his own. He tried standing on his own actually when he was being transported from the hospital to the car, papuntang bahay. Tumayo po to tumayo kasi nainip siya. Meron pa po siyang oral dyskinesia, involuntary movement of the mouth. Pero sa kamay, wala na siya masyado, hindi na masyadong ma-stiff. Para po kasi yung encephalitis is parang may stiff person this disorder. So, yung pinto po nung room, kaya may ganyan, yung pinto po nung room, nilagyan namin nito para yung gap between the door, hindi makalabas yung hangin or di makapasok agad yung kasi pinaprotektahan pa rin namin si Alex for any possible infection, ganyan. So, as much as we could, kasi immunocompromised nga si Alex, we're trying to protect him. Meron pa po kaming natitirang 2 weeks to observe rituximab. Rituximab is like a chemotherapy medicine that further suppresses the immune system para hindi mag-produce yung B cells ng so much sa katawan. Yung B cells and T cells natin was originally designed to protect the blood barrier sa sa utak natin. Unfortunately, with autoimmune encephalitis, this gives false signal to the B cells and T cells to reproduce immensely, that it actually doesn't help the body. So, ginawa po sa kanya before, yung ginawa po sa kanya nung doctor namin, which we are very thankful that we followed, is nag-plasmapheresis kami or plasma exchange alternately with the rituximab. Kasi marami kaming hurdles kung ba't hindi na ibigay yung rituximab ng mabilisan because nagkaroon po siya ng infection, which is pneumonia. And rituximab cannot be given with a person who has an infection because that technically kills your immune system. Di makakalaban yung katawan mo. So, inuna po namin pagalingin yung pneumonia niya. And every time na may pneumonia siya, nagpa-plasmapheresis muna kami or plasma exchange. Actually, I think that helps. Kasi although meron kaming delay on rituximab, that didn't delay the process of trying to do something immediately. With autoimmune diseases, time is crucial. Time is of the essence. If you do not address the attacking cells, that automatically gives the patient a little of a survival rate. So, we're very lucky that we have very intelligent, very compassionate, very caring doctors, nurses, and staff in the hospital. They really studied the condition of Alex. As I mentioned on my previous videos to document this journey that we have with autoimmune, this is a very rare disease. The ratio of male to female, mas marami yung female than male. Yung sa female, there's tretannoma, majority there's a tretannoma or there's a cyst that is persistent. For males, it's a little bit complicated and difficult kasi they don't have it present. So, hinahanap or hahanapin pa. In fact, hopefully in the next 30 to 60 days, we will be able to book a PET scan for Alex to further really check if there are missed tumors or tumor markers. Pero the last tumor marker test ni Alex, wala naman siyang tumor. So, which is very good sign. However, we don't want to just leave it like that. We want to make sure by doing a PET scan. Yung PET scan with contrast will ultimately, yung full body yun will ultimately scan everything if we have missed or if there is something that had yung growth na buo. Pero so far, with God's grace, I don't think there is. Pasensyahan nyo na po ang aking itsura. There's an all-nighter. 24 hours po, round the clock ang care that is needed by Alex. The medicines that he's taking needs to be initiated for him round the clock. So, may mga odd hours na schedule yung gamot, but that ultimately helps him. So far, meron na siyang sense of, you know, yung sa katawan niya, may sense na siya ng he's moving his feet. Yan. So, that helps kasi at least hindi kami namumblema sa blood clot. Kasi pag matagal ka nang nakahiga, diba? There's a possible blood clot and that is very dangerous sa heart. Yan. And now, Alex knows where yung sound is coming from. So, minsan hindi lang siya nakakabukas ng mata pero he follows my voice. Or if there's people in the room, he knows where to look at. Alam niya kung saan yung direction ng voice or yung step. Which is very good indicator that the medicines that are given to him are working. If you notice, naka-trach siya pero wala siyang oxygen because we're training him as well to breathe on his own in room, yung room air. Pero we notice yung O2 niya dips down when he is asleep. So, meron pa rin po kaming oxygen assisted or assistance. So, meron pa po kaming oxygen dyan. And oxygen concentrator. Nag-invest po kami sa oxygen concentrator. Yan. Kasi kailangan talaga niya. And then, itong oxygen tank is what we use during daytime. Pag yung O2 niya is bumabagsak na. Nilagay rin po kami ng family picture namin dyan, although outdated na yan kasi naglilipat na po kami ng mga gamit din. So, we need to monitor his oxygen level from time to time. Lalo na pag naka-practice mode siya ng room air. It needs to be, the O2 needs to be 90 and higher. In a normal person, 98, 99 is good. For Alex, acceptable na yung 90, 94 during practice time. Tingin siya sa akin. Mami, what you're doing? Yan. Nagtitraker. Ako na po nagtitraker. Dati takot ako humawak dyan. But the goal is to make this area clean. Yan. So, isa pa po sa na ano ng brain, pag may traumatic brain injury ang isang tao is fatigue. So, sometimes very little activities of Alex, he will immediately parang fall asleep kasi medyo hindi kayang i-process ng brain niya yung mga discussions or activities. So, we try our best na i-make sure na hindi siya masyadong pagod. It also helps people with brain injuries or traumatic brain injuries or TBI to get well rested. Kasi pag nagsisleep sila, nakaka-recover yung memory nila. Meron din pong challenge for short-term memories ang merong TBIs or traumatic brain injury people. They can't easily follow conversations as normal people do. But as time goes by, with practice, with a lot of recovery, sleep, and all, they'll be able to manage and recover. This is going to be a long journey for us, but we are very blessed and very hopeful. We're blessed simply because the mortality rate for this disease is very high. We're only given 20%, as I mentioned on my last video. We're only given 20%, but now, as you know, the days progress, after 4 months, 4.5 months on this journey, we're seeing little progress. However, the progress that meron kami is up and down yan. Parang roller coaster. There are days that okay, very very hopeful. Tapos all of a sudden may decline na naman. So please continue praying for our family, for Alex, that he recovers, and his willpower to conquer this. Yes, he has the heart of a warrior. Sabi nga ng doctor niya, this is like 10 times like how yung hazing process, 'di ba? May nag-hazing sa atin. Parang 10 times daw siya na hazing. Ganun daw kasakit ang mga body parts niyan, and most especially the head. I haven't seen Alex complain about headaches just yet. Thank God, when we're thanking God that we don't have visible seizures. So in the next couple of weeks or months, perhaps we will have another EEG to check his brain waves and brain activity, kasi very important yun. When we left the hospital, there's improvement on his last EEG. There's only one instance recorded, but the doctor is not so sure kung seizure siya. Pero that's also part of our family's learned skill right now. We need to learn how to identify seizure There are different types of seizure, and yung kay Alex so far are petit mal seizures. These are seizures that does not present you know, yung stiffening of na malalakas. Very small and more on focal yung seizures niya. So far so good. He's recovering. He's able to breathe on his own, and that's what's important. People with traumatic brain injury or TBIs needs family support and friend support. They need it because they need to recover memories. They need to recover their identities. They need to recover some sense of safety in their environment. Pinapalakas pa lang po namin si Alex in terms of his physical strength and immunity as well. Kakabalik lang niya on his first dose of shingle vaccine and anti-pneumonia. For those of you who knows our family, we have our pneumonia shots, anti-pneumonia shots back during the COVID days. But with Alex, totally wipe out yon kasi with all the immunosuppressant medicines that was given to him, he's like a baby. Actually, was worse sa baby talaga. Totally wala siyang defense system. We're lucky as well that the white blood cells are starting to be in normal range, and that helps him with, you know, the small viruses like yung mga airborne viruses that we have that are very common. It helps him. When we left the hospital, he was very stable at 3 weeks. Pinastable muna siya sa regular room before we were discharged. If it's not only about the cost, if bottomless ang financial security naming family, I might have opted to stay at the hospital because the family setup, I mean home setup, is not as obviously secured as a hospital is. However, I also realized that the home setup helps Alex because he hears familiar voices, he hears, you know, family members coming and joining him, although doon lang sila sa pinto sa labas. It still helps him in a lot of ways. It also helps me and Erwin kasi may mga may mga extra help kami with our excuse me family members. Ang major challenge lang talaga is preparing the medicines, preparing his food, what else? Yung keeping on time with all the medicines that he has. So, ang ginawa ko is naglagay ako ng mga ganyan. Nilagyan ko siya kasi mag-umpisa ng 12 midnight and then may 4 a.m. Tapos merong 6. Tapos may mga 8. Ang dami yan. Nilista ko na yung mga medicines niya. Ang dami. We have over 21 list of medicines. And a lot of that really is for anti-seizure. And then meron din ako dito, i-retype ko na lang. galing pa to sa nurses station yan. So meron siyang nutrition, meron siyang yung medicines niya, medicines for pulmo, nepro to take care of his liver and kidney. Meron kaming for cardio sa heart. Meron kaming ophthalmology because nagpalisik si Alex, diba? Kaming dalawa before all of this happened. So, meron dyan. I'll tell you the story about Alex's eyes later. Meron kaming sa psych to manage his anxiety, his aggression, and mood change. Neurology, yun nga sa brain directly, we have 9 of that. GIT sa gastro because he has a peg. And si Alex has also ulcers na found out na lang namin na may ulcer siya ng in-endoscopy siya to see kasi sumuka siya ng blood. So we were wondering where the blood is coming from. So only to find out dun nga sa ulcers pala niya yun. So that's another story. And then nutrition. So yan, may mga vitamins na lang to. So yan ang ginawa naming setup for now. So there's round the clock kasi yung mga gamot niya needs to be pounded, grinded I mean. By the way, ito nakita ko to sa Japan. Magandang pang grind to imbis na almeres. So yan. Ganda tong ano na to, crusher. Meron pa siyang ano, dito cutter. Kasi may mga gamot si Alex that needs to be cut in half. So ito, ganda yan. Tapos what I did as well is, bumili ako nito. At pinaglalagay ko na lahat ng gamot niya para I could do the inventory. So I have 3 of this. Yan. Ang dami po talagang gamot ni Alex. Yan. So from time to time, Alex needs to, ang dami pa po yung gamot. Sobrang dami namin gamot talaga. So Alex has waking moments na confused at confused state siya. Confused state kasi ang tagal niya sa ICU. So parang meron siyang delusion of he's being captivated by someone, parang ganun ang ano namin. Yun ang interpretation namin, but we're yet to talk to him and ask him siguro later sa stage ng journey na to on what exactly is he thinking or seeing during this state. But what I believe is happening is that, again, I could only speculate. I think the brain is giving false signals to Alex, but there is a fight or flight responses that we have, right? So yung kay Alex, it's more of a flight response na he wants to escape, he wants to get out, and that makes him feel a little bit helpless at this stage. Pero we're here as his loving, supportive mom and dad and Adam, ready to make him whole again. He will be a new version. Nahanda namin yung mga sarili namin of a new version of Alex, because he's young, and I think that helps him on this journey. That gives him a lot of fighting chance because of his age, and hopefully with his other healthy body parts like heart, kidney, liver, and lungs, he'll be able to survive this, and soon medyo in the near future he'll be the one to talk to you and document his journey to the AE or autoimmune encephalitis journey that he has. Again, thank you, and please keep supporting Alex in any way possible, most especially in our cry for donations, both in medical supplies, nutrition, the food supplements, we're looking for this. This is the current food of Alex. He needs 4 of this every day, and this is 385 pesos per pack. So any donors, supporters, we're gladly to ask for help, because we're really in the ends limit of our financial stability right now. But in God's grace, we're able to, you know, get a supplier that will give us discounts for this. But for now, really, any donations, we're gladly going to accept it. Maraming salamat.